Uppilayappan means Asamurdhava. Nobody is equal to him, nobody is above him. This is called Uppilayappan. Another name is Uppilayappan. One is O, another is U. Uppilayappan, another is Uppilayappan. Uppilayappan means, Uppu means in Tamil, salt. Uppu illa appan, saltless Lord. So Lord is Uppilayappan Asamurdhava. Another, because of one past state, he called the name as saltless Lord. Uppilla appan. Uppili appan. So how Lord attained this name, Uppiliyappan? What is the pastime? So we know from Srimad Bhagavatam, one time Markandeya Muni, he was thinking, he was a great yogi, and he met Lord Krishna. That time he requested Krishna, Lord Krishna, I want to see your potency, Maya potency. Markandeya was inside thinking, oh Krishna, your Maya cannot touch me. Let me show your Maya before me. Okay, no problem. Lord Krishna understood the mood of Markandeya because he was a bit of proud. So Lord wanted to teach him a lesson. So that pastime is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord immediately showed big pralayam here. And that pralaya, all the three lokas, Burloka, Bhurloka, Swarga, everything was inundated. We know Markandeya got a boon from Lord Shiva that he will never die. Markandeya got a boon from Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva also blessed Markandeya, you will be always 60 forever. There is no death for you. In this way, Lord Shiva granted him a boon previously. Because of this, Markandeya was a little bit proud, and in a challenging mood, he told Lord Krishna, my dear Lord Krishna, show your Maya. I am a great yogi, so your Maya cannot touch me. In this way, in his mind, he was thinking like this. So, as soon as Lord showed his Maya power, and Markandeya was floating on the pralaya water, devastation water, nobody was there. All the living entities are destroyed. So, Markandeya was only one person who is floating on the water. Crores of years he was floating. He was thinking, I am only floating here. Nobody is there. So what a great misfortune I have. Nobody is here to... So this way, that time Markandeya thought, Lord Shiva boon, I thought it was very wonderful, but now I feel it is a total waste. Because nobody is here. I have to, till the next creation starts, I have to float in the water. So who will want this? So he prayed to Lord Shiva, oh my dear Lord Shiva, please remove this bone. I want moksha. That time Lord Shiva told, Mukti Pradada Sarvesham Vishnu Devana Samshaya. Mukti is given by only Lord Mukunda. I cannot give. So we have to pray to Lord Krishna only. Because you are so proud, you are thinking you can come up, you can victorious over Lord's Maya potency, but you cannot. So if you want to relieve from the Maya potency, if you want moksha, liberation, you have to pray to Lord Krishna. So Markandeya, finally, on the advice of Lord Shiva, he started praying to Lord Narayana there. Narayana gave darshan. What do you want, my dear Markandeya? Markandeya my dear Lord, I want moksha, I don't want anything, I want liberation. I saw the difficulty during the realization because I don't want to suffer once again. So I want moksha or liberation. In this way, Markandeya prayed. Lord Krishna told, don't worry. In Bholoka, there is a place called Tulasi Vanam, forest of Tulasi. So this place is called Tulasi Vanam area, Tulasi forest area. This is also. So Markandeya came to this place and he was doing severe tapasya towards Lord Narayana, want of liberation. So this is one part. In the meantime, in Vaikunta, Lord is always with Bhudevi and Sridevi, Chit, Achit, Ishvara. So this is the Tattvam, Chit, Achit, Ishvara. Bhudevi, Sridevi, center, Lord Vishnu is there. So, Bhudevi, Achit, potency of the Lord. One day, she is praying to Lord, my dear Lord, in earthly planet, in so many temples, you are accompanying with Sridevi. But there is no one place for me where you and myself only can enjoy here. So, please grant me a boon that you and myself should be in one place. Lord also granted that boon, don't worry. So, Lord, with these two scenes, Lord devised a plan and Lord told Bhudevi, you go and take birth as a child of Markandeya. In this way, Bhudevi, she was crawling here as a very little child. That time Markandeya was coming here and plucking tulasi for his puja. Suddenly he saw a very beautiful girl child is crawling on the ground. Immediately he took the girl child. She was very wonderful and Markandeya took that girl child and she was nurturing that girl child. So in this way, now Bhudevi has become the daughter of Markandeya. In this way, Bhudevi is growing up. At the age of Bhudevi's 5 years, when Bhudevi was 5 years old, one day, very old, skinny Brahmana, 95 years old, skinny Brahmana, is coming to the ashram of Markandeya. So Markandeya, he was inviting this great skinny Brahmana, 90 years old skinny Brahmana. And Markandeya did Pada Puja and everything. That time, Markandeya told, my dear skinny Brahmana, I am a great Rishi Markandeya. So, if you want any boon, you can ask me. But this skinny Brahmana told, oh my dear Markandeya, I am 90 years old. I don't want anything. Just I am doing my Nitya Puja, Nitya Seva to the Lord. That is enough for me. But Markandeya, he wanted to show his yogic power and everything. He was insisting again and again, this old Brahmana, that you have to obtain some boon from me. Markandeya is insisting the old Brahmana. Old Brahmana is rejecting. At one point, old Brahmana is telling, okay, since you are stressing so much, whatever I ask, can you give? Whatever I ask, can you give? Markandeya, oh, I can give you anything. You want youth? Okay, I will give you. You want a planet to be created? So I am Markandeya, can create a planet for you where you can eternally reside. So any boon you can want. Suddenly this old 95 years old Brahmana, I want to marry your daughter. 5 years old. Markandeya was shocked. What? Markandeya didn't expect. Who will expect this? So, as soon as Markandeya heard this, this skinny Brahmana wanted to marry his 5 years old. So Markandeya was terrified. He told, no, I cannot do this. You are 95 years old, she is 5 years old. So what is the mismatch? Incompatible situation. So this cannot be done. This old skinny Brahmana told Markandeya, I did not want anything from you. You only was insisting me. You please ask, something. I rejected. But because of your torture, now I am asking, but you are rejecting. So tomorrow the whole world will scold you. Markandeya could not be able to fulfill his promise. So I don't want anything. I will go. So this old skinny Brahmana started walking away from this ashrama. That time Bhudevi, 5 years old Bhudevi, came to Markandeya, her father. She told, my dear father, don't worry. This 95 years old skinny Brahmana wanted to marry because I want to do some service, need cleaning service and everything. That's why he is asking. So nothing wrong in that. But even though I am 5 years old, your words should not be asatya or untrue. Your words should not become false. So tomorrow, whole world will scold you. So don't worry. You give me marriage to this old Brahmana. This 5-year-old girl child is telling, Bhudevi is telling. Markandeya, no, I cannot do this. But what to do? You have already promised this old man, whatever you ask, I will give. Finally, Bhudevi satisfied Markandeya. Next day, so Markandeya is arranging a little marriage ceremony. Who can he call? Who can he invite for this marriage? So, alone, Markandeya in his ashrama, this old skinny Brahmana is sitting next to him. 5-year-old girl child is there. Markandeya is telling, oh my dear lustful Brahmana, what is this? It is atrocity. Anyway, I have given them my words. My daughter is also accepting that. So, my daughter, she does not know how to cook, even with salt or sweet. So, that time this old skinny Brahmana told, don't worry, I will manage. So, even she is cooking without salt, I will accept. I am giving this promise to you. This old skinny Brahmana is telling it. But Markandeya was weeping, and he could not be able to see this, and he closed his eyes. But finally he did Panigrahanam, that marriage ceremony, taking the hands of a child, taking the hands of this old Brahmana. But the closed eye, Markandeya is touching the hand of this old skinny Brahmana. But as soon as he touched the hand of the skinny Brahmana, now he is not feeling any skinny. He is feeling something very spongy. And divine aroma is coming. Divine Vedic chanting is going on. So many auspicious signs are. Immediately Markandeya, what is happening? Somebody is changed within few minutes. So Markandeya opened his eyes. As soon as he opened his eyes, Lord Narayana is sitting there. So in this way, Markandeya was very happy. Oh my dear Lord, what is this? She is always your property. You can come at any time and you can marry. In all the Divya Desams, Lord is marrying many kinds of Lakshmi. Lakshmi Sakasra Sarasam Brahma Sevyama. So many Lakshmis. In Chennai, there is one Perumal. Lord is called Nitya Kalyana Perumal. Nitya Kalyana Perumal. That means all 63-65 days, daily marriage. Nitya Kalyana Perumal. So Lord is like this. So in this way, Markandeya was very happy. Oh my dear Lord, you have come. But why did you do this type of Leela? That time Lord told, oh my dear Markandeya, because you are so proud of your yogic power, I wanted to prove At any point of this life, this yogic power, other things will not help you. Only surrender to Lord Krishna is the only way to overcome all these problems. So in order to remove that mentality of these things, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, I did this, I enacted this pastime. That time Markandeya, yes, my dear Lord, thank you so much. Now I am completely relieved from all unwanted things. So now I am surrendering. Now I have become a devotee. But please fulfill my desire also. What is Markandeya's desire? Yeah, liberation. That time Lord told, now I am your son-in-law. You are my father-in-law. If son-in-law gives moksham, liberation to father-in-law, it will not be a good situation. So, don't worry. Another Perumal, expansion of my another Perumal is there called Sarvanatha Swami. You go to Sarvanatha Perumal, he will give you moksha, liberation. In this way, very wonderful marriage ceremony happened. And after that marriage ceremony, Markandeya told that I don't want any moksham. I want to be always under your lotus feet. So here the Lord is Uppalayapan is standing, gigantic, standing like Tirupati Balaji. Right side of Lord Bhudevi, she is worshipping. Left side of the Lord Markandeya is worshipping. But Lord told, since you wanted liberation, I also give you, no problem. At the same time, Lord Shiva's boon should not be also wasted. So at the time of every Pralaya, at the end of every Brahma's day, 432 crores of years, the world, this creation will be inundated under Pralaya Jal. So at that time, you will come to Vaikunta and you will be allowed to stand in the entrance, at the entrance. You will not be allowed inside because you are not in a pure devotee. You are in Yoga Mishra Bhakti. So you are not allowed inside this, but you can stand there, and after the devastation is over, partial clear is completed, you can come back here, and in this way, Markandeya, once in a day of Brahma, after 6 o'clock in the evening of Brahma, he goes to Vaikunta, and next day also he is coming. In this way, Markandeya is going and coming, going and coming. So this is the boon if you get from Devatas. This is the problem. So in this way, Markandeya became the father-in-law of Lord Narayana. So this is the pastime how Lord came here. So that time, after marriage, during marriage ceremony, Lord was served with wonderful prasadams. All prasadams very nice. Lord told, oh my dear Markandeya, I have given you a word. During my ceremony, I told I will not accept any salt here. So I want to maintain that my word. So hereafter, in all my boha preparation, you should not add any salt here. So from that day onwards, Lord is not taking any salt. All rice, dal, sabji, everything is without salt. That's why it's called saltless Lord. Lavana Varjita Venkatesh. Lavana Varjita Venkatesh. In this way, here the prasadam, that saltless prasadam, each and every person will be divine taste. We can experience. One time in 2007, His Holiness Devadatta Swami visited to Kumbakonam. That time he also visited Uppalayapan temple. As soon as he heard this pastime, from that day onwards, whenever any devotee goes to meet him from Kumbakonam, he will ask, you are from Kumbakonam? Yes. Where is my saltless Lord Prasad? One time in the Ratha Yatra, 2007 Ratha Yatra, Coimbatore, we met Maharaj. Maharaj, we are coming from Kumbakonam. Maharaj, oh Kumbakonam, where is my saltless Lord Prasadam? We forgot to take. So immediately we sent one devotee from Coimbatore to from here 300 kilometers. So next day he packed some saltless Lord Prasadam, vada, and this one of the prasadams are available, saltless. So he took that. Afternoon he came to Coimbatore. That time Maharaj is preparing for Ratha Yatra. As soon as he saw prasadam, immediately he took under his chadar. Generally, Maharajas, when we give something, they used to distribute. But Jayapatasa Swami Maharaj, he will never do that. Immediately, this saltless Lord Prasadam, he will, and after 2 or 3 days, it will come as Maha Prasadam. So in this way, he was very fond of this Lord, and he was he wept also. As soon as he heard how the Lord is so merciful here, so divine pastime. So in this way, it's a very wonderful step. So this is how Lord came here, married Bhudevi, and liberation for Markandeya. But Markandeya finally he did not want any liberation. He wanted to stay here itself. So that darshan we are going to do. Another pastime is here one Pushkarni is there, Tirtha, holy Kundi is there. This is called Ahoratra Pushkaram. Ahoratra Pushkaram. Ahoratra Pushkaram means even in night we can take bath. Generally after sunset, in all water bodies we cannot take bath. That is happens. But here, even in night, 12 o'clock, we can take a bath. Why this happened? One time one Rishi's disciple, he was in Gurukula. Rishi Patni, they are taking care of Gurukula children. So this boy, he was grown up, but suddenly he had one desire. This Guru and Guru Patni, they have one beautiful daughter. This disciple is telling to Guru, I want to marry your daughter. That time Guru told, myself and my wife are your father and mother. So she is your sister. How can your brother marry a sister? You do not even have this small dharmic principle. So I will curse you. You become a crow. You become a crow. So in this way, the disciple became a crow. But he begged pardon. And what is the prayachittam for this? How can I be relieved from this shop? That Rishi told, you go to Uppaliyappan temple, where there is a Pushkarani. Lot of trees are around this kund, and you live there. When time comes, you will attain this Papa Mochi, relieving from all your curse. So in this way, that disciple took the form of a crow, and he started reciting lamps one tree on the back of one tree. One day night, the crow was sleeping. Suddenly, very heavy storm appeared there, and this crow cannot stand, and due to the imbalance, he fell down into the pond. As soon as he touched the pond, he got 400 form, and he went back home, back to garden. In this way, this pond is very, very auspicious. Whoever takes bath here, liberation is guaranteed. They will attain Vaikuntha Loka. So that is the. So on that particular day was celebrated thousands of years. But this Kali Yuga, before 30-40 years, people, in the name of taking bath during that night time, so they all started to contaminate this holy pond. So the temple management, they decided no such function. Hereafter, it was closed. Only we can go and take some professional sprinkling water on our head. So we can go and take sprinkling the water. So in this way, many pastimes are there, but we have also to take darshan and
Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. We are here, Guru Maharaj, in the Upalyapan temple, the saltless Lord temple.
Guru Maharaj is saying that I went to this temple many times. And Guru Maharaj also had the saltless prasad. They have a lot of spice. But they put a lot of spice in the prasad, so we don't miss the salt very much. Tonight I am flying from Chennai to Trichy. Trichy, I am driving to Kumbhakonam. So I will be with all of you tonight. I had my medical checkup and they said you're fine, everything is fine, and you
We are waiting for you, Guru Maharaj. Today is the appearance day of Srivas Thakur. And you all can participate in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime. Guru Maharaj is telling the pastime of Srivas Thakur. Yes. One time after taking sannyas, Lord Chaitanya was staying in Srivas Thakur's house in Kacharapada. That's south. Okay? So Mahaprabhu told Srivas that I've been staying there for 2-3 days, but I don't see you going out, working, anything. So what do you do? Srivas Thakur said, if nobody brings any prasad to me, any food grains for me, or any funds for me, I just clap my hands 3 times. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, what does that mean? Clapping your hand 3 times. This means that I have full conviction that Krishna will maintain me. But if no one maintains me, then I will clap my hands 3 times. That means I want to be thrown in Ganges where I will sink and drown. Lord Chaitanya laughed. I always support you. Because you'll never Srivas, even if Lakshmi Devi goes to begging, you will not have any scarcity of anything. Srivas Thakur ki jai. I don't know. So I might reach Kumbhakonam late tonight. So I don't know if this temple would be open. So save a little prasad for me. Hare Krishna, all glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Guru Maharaj.
Marichi Prabhu, are we going to install any lotus footprints there?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, we're going to do the puja and installation in our ISKCON temple tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.
Lord Chaitanya came to Kumbhakonam.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. He came. You know which place? Lord Chaitanya came to a place called Adi Kumbheshwar Temple.
He came to a place, the Adi Keshav temple.
Adi Kumbheshwar.
Adi Kumbheshwar Temple.
Adi Kumbheshwar.
Kumbheshwar temple. All right, Prabhu.
Thank
See you all soon.
See you all. Jai Guru Maharaj ki.
So thank you. So I think so wonderful. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
So wonderful. So okay. So just to explain okay, so Prabhu, so now we're going to have the darshan of the Lord, and then after darshan, we're going to go back. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Only cameraman can. Inside, not allowed. Free.